Hey guys, I go by the name Kel P and this is Studio X, the making of Gbona by Burna Boy. Burna came up with the name of the song. We never had a title. Me, I call the song Body. Burna, I call it something else. The whole aristocrat theme, spaceship, they all heard the song there. They were like, okay, Burna is a good title. One evening I was just in the studio here creating my own normal vibe. Then I got a call from Phantom. First of all, I got a message from him on WhatsApp and he sent me a VN. And the VN was a song, Burna Boy jumping on my beat at that point of time somewhere. I don't know where they are. So Phantom was like, yo, Burna Boy jumped on this beat. I was like, oh, this is dope, man. Then I think the next day I got a call from Sizamili and Burna and they both told me, yo, where are you? Come down to Lucky Phase 1 Farm City. So when I got there, I met Burna there. And Burna was like, you the bad guy with the sounds, right? I was like, yeah. So from there, we went to one hotel. We're there for a couple of weeks. Then we're working. We recorded 12 songs in 2 weeks. And Gbona is one of the songs we recorded. So Gbona was a song, I started the vibe, creating everything there with him. And Burna Boy he's an inspiration because he inspires me, his sound and the way he sounds, like his vocal texture is unique. He's #1 African greatest. For me, Burna is my #1 African artist. So that was the making, that was how we started Gbona. I'm here to show you guys the making of the beat, how I created this beat from the scratch, from head to toe, the whole thing. Okay, so basically I started with the drums. Whichever beat I'm creating, maybe an Afro beat, R&B, whatever genre, I always start with my drums before I play the keys. So I started with the drums because the drums for me is the bounce. So I started with the drums and the drums sounded like this. I started with the snare, to be honest. This is the snare. I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had like 6 snares compressed all together. So the snare is not just one particular snare. I played 6 snares together. Then I think I moved down to the shakers. I had a shaker loop I always use. So I moved down to the shakers. It sounded like this. So now the snare with the shakers, this is the 2 instruments. So for me it's a bounce already and I was feeling myself, I was feeling the groove. And I went to more percussions. This is a conga. This is a conga. This is 2 congas, just to make sure the congas knock. That's just it. And I added another stick to it because I was not really feeling that stick, like another snare, but this was a stick basically. This is very low so you can hardly hear it, but my fellow producers will understand. So this is very low just to support the other snare. And I think I added another conga. Yeah, I added another conga. A groovy conga, which was a loop. That's just it. And after that, yeah. I don't know what to call this, but this is an African instrument anyways. They call it cajon, C-A-J-O-N. I did a cajon and it sounded like this. It's very low so you can't hear it, but it's supporting 1 or 2 snare there. So after this, I guess I was feeling the groove. Little by little. This is another conga. No, this is not a conga, sorry. This is a bongo. So I was just mixing a lot of African percussions just to make everything sweet. then one of the major thing in the beat, the kick, the bounce, which is the groove. So that's the kick. Okay, so my percussions pass through probably a little bit of EQ, then much of compressor. Like I add a lot of compression on my percussions, and I'm more about the mid-range thing, just to make sure the whole percussion, like this particular snare, it's not just, I think as I said, I have like 6 snares. Oh yeah, but together they all sound like one. You get, they all sound like one. After I just add a little bit of EQ, then some compressor in it, just to make it sound like one. So these are just the basic thing my percussion pass through. And the kick, I don't add anything in my kick. I just select, am I sure? Yeah, I didn't add anything in my kick. Yeah, there's nothing in my kick. I just select the right choice of kick, and I make sure the kick is very heavy. And I use only one kick. And that's just all. So this is the percussion in full. Then I have this. This is another percussion. This is something that comes before the roll. This builds up my roll. A cajon and something called percussion. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Yeah, this is the roll. This is one of the rolls. This is an instrument called FPC. This instrument comes with Fruity Loops. Any Fruity Loops, this is a follow-com instrument. Sorry, a follow-com plugin that comes with Fruity Loops. So I just use the jazz, percussion, the kick, the snare, hi-hats and stuff like that to build my roll. So every of my beats, I build every roll you get in my beats. Like I don't joke with rolls. I love rolls so much. So I build every rolls here in my beat. So I think the whole drums sounds this way. These are more percussions, these are more bongos. These are percussions too. Okay, basically your beat has to be groovy. It has to have a bounce. It has to be groovy. Like he has to move people. If you're creating your own beat and you're not feeling it, trust me, I don't think other people will feel it. So for my fellow upcoming producers like me, whichever beat you are creating, man, you have to feel it, oh. You have to feel it. That's start from the producer. It has to start from you. Then make sure your beat sounds very, very good. And you use good choice of snare, kick, conga, shakers, whatever percussion you want to use. Just select good choice of sound to make your beat unique, to make your beat different. That's my advice for you. And study tempo. Study tempo. Create beats with reasonable tempo so that DJs can add their own tempo to make it, because DJs always add their own tempo. So study the tempo also. Stuff like that. So after I created the drums, I moved to the chord. Yeah, this is the chord, the basic chord for the song. This chord was from the beginning of the song to the end of the song. The chord that was riding the whole Burna Boy vocal voice, like that. This chord. Something like that. That's the chord. You feel me? So it's just 2 chords, 2 notes. Just did my thing, did it. But when I played this chord, there was no vocals yet. I just played this chord, there was no vocals yet. Then after I played the chord, I moved straight to this my guitar. This is the guitar here. The guitar comes first, then the chord responds So the guitar comes, then the chord responds, like a call and response thing, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Okay, that was a sub bass. Yeah, it was a sub because that part was too light. I needed something more heavier, different from this part. This is a 4 bars, then the next bar is another 4 bars, so that's complete 8 bars. So I think I needed something very heavy. No, I think this is it. Yeah, this is a sub, just for the speakers and for club sake. Nothing else. I'm more about the club sound and the mainland thing for people to groove to it. You get a mute guitar. Yeah, that one, I played that one after Burna's recorded on the beat. After I took Burna's vocals, that was when I played that guitar. This guitar. I played this after Burna's recorded on the beat. I was like, okay, yes, just to fill up some spaces and go with the groove. I don't finish my beat at the spot. I don't play my bass line. For every of my beat I create, I don't play bass line until the beat has been recorded. I play the bass line to go with the vocals. That was just it. So this one was played after Gbona finished recording on the beat. Then I went back to the beat, did some touches, did some Kel P vibes, touches and light stuff like that. This bass line, I played up to 15 bass line. I played 15 bass on this beat just to get the bounce. I didn't get it until one morning. I just woke up, I played this one, then I said, okay, this was it, then I left it. So it's not easy. This is the bass. Just one notes. Just like that. So I said that this bass is groovy. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is the bass. But before I played that, I tried a lot of things. So yeah, so this is then I recorded Gbona. Gbona heard the beat. We recorded it in the hotel. So I brought the vocals down to Fruity Loops just to continue with the finishing of the beat and stuff like that. So sometimes I mute all instruments, then just on the bass and the vocals just to get how it sounds.
Where do they enter body? All the girl them go shake their body. They go shake their body. Oluwa bona mo Gbona feli. Say mo Gbona feli. You know get money, you take up police. Me I they love you, Connie.
So basically, most of the things like the bass, the muted guitar, some of those guitars here, was played after Burna recorded his vocals and stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot something. I'm more of a very loud snare guy, like this sound. I added like a lot of effects to make it sound like it's an empty hall. So just to make it loud. When Burna said, Oluwa Burna mo Gbona feli, so I just felt like I needed something to just That's why I added that part.
Oluwa Burna mo Gbona feli. Mo Gbona feli. You know the money you take up police. Me and they love you,
And the most difficult part, this guitar, this interlude that is always playing.
Love you,
So everyone has been asking me, bro, this is your guitar sound. This my guitar sound is my secret, yeah. My favorite instruments are guitar and saxophone. I don't joke with those instruments. So I love guitar very, very, very well. And I'm more of the chord person. I play like a lot of chords on my beats. So the guitar sound is something I like so much. So everyone that is asking, this is your guitar sound, I go find them, normal thing. Everyone has their own thing, you get. So that's just me, man. This is Kel P and this is me.
Say I take grace and no number, but I just pray you.
This is not the mixed and mastered version, this is the raw version. Yeah, so Gbona by Burna Boy, produced by Kel P. Shout out to Free Me TV for coming through for me for these. God bless God. Shout out to everyone who has been supporting me, my family, my friends. Shout out to SARS. SARS. If you don't know SARS, know SARS. The producer of Come Closer, the producer of Wanda, the producer of the whole hit song Maradona. Shout out to SARS because it's my inspiration. I learned from SARS, so it's my boss. Shout out to SARS. Shout out to Cizamili, the Vibe Lord, my day one, my blood. And shout out to Fela. And shout out to Free Me TV again once again. About.
Say I take grace and no number, but I just pray you the money on your mind. You supposed to know, say me no be newcomer.